What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to build the DeMar DeRozan build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. This is an amazing build. It's a shooting guard, it has really good finishing, it can shoot, it can play make, and it can also defend. It's a really good all around shooting guard build with contact dunks, pro dribble moves. It really has everything that you're going to need as a guard build in this game, and it's also pretty tall compared to most other guard builds. So that's really good. But before we get into the actual build right here, I just want to mention really quickly, if y'all are not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. Only about 2% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel. So if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. It's free and I really appreciate it. It helps me stay motivated to keep making build guide videos and other 2K videos for you guys. But now with all that being said, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want your position to be a shooting guard. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the body settings for this build, first off for the height right here, you're going to want to go up 1 inch to 6'6". I believe this is DeMar DeRozan's height in real life, and it's also the perfect height for this specific build because you can see it does bring down your driving dunk a little bit, but don't worry, that's going to get back up to max. But where it really does help is your standing dunk and some of your defense attributes right there, and obviously it will give you an extra inch of height over most guards, which is really good. So 6'6" right there is the perfect height for this build. Don't worry about the attributes right now too much. They are going to change quite a bit as we go through these next few things right here. But next up for the weight, you want to go down a bit to 190 pounds right here. You can see this brings your speed all the way up to an 89, which is really good. You can actually get it a little bit higher up to a 90 if you go all the way to minimum weight, but you really don't need that because if you think about it, at 89 right here, you're going to get +4 from the Gatorade facility, so that's going to go up to a 93. And then once you get above 95 overall, you'll get it up to 94, 95, 96, 97 overall speed. So you'll be more than fast enough with this build. So 190 pounds right there is the perfect spot. If you move it up, you don't get as much speed, and if you move it down too much, you start to lose other stuff, which you don't want. So 190 pounds. Then for the wingspan right here, you want to move this up quite a bit from 6'9" all the way up to 7 foot. As you can see, this does bring up your finishing back up to max, like I said. Your driving dunk gets back up to a 95 overall. Your standing dunk goes up a little bit. Some of your shooting goes down a bit. Don't worry about that too much. You're still going to be a consistent shooter, even better than DeMar DeRozan in real life. And a couple other things change. Don't worry about those too much. The only thing that's really important is obviously the finishing, and then a little bit of the defense that goes up as well. So 7 foot wingspan right there is the perfect spot for this build. Then for the body shape, this doesn't matter. You can choose whichever one you want. Won't affect the build in any way, won't change the attributes, won't change the badges. All it does is change how the build looks. So you can choose whichever you're going to want. For me, I'll probably just take defined because I think it's the closest to DeMar DeRozan. Then go ahead and click continue once you have all of your body settings looking like this. Now for the attribute and badge distribution for this build, first off for the finishing right here, you're going to want to first go ahead and max out your driving layup, max out your driving dunk, your standing dunk, and your post control, just like that. That will give you 17 finishing badges right here, which is more than enough. And as you can see, you can get every single good finishing badge onto Hall of Fame. Posterizer, Slithery finisher, Lob City finisher, Fearless finisher, Acrobats, Heat Seeker, Highlight Film, literally every single good finishing badge you can get onto Hall of Fame. So that's good. 17 will be more than enough. You'll be dunking on everybody, finishing at the rim super consistently. And you don't really need to upgrade your close shot. This will just eat up a ton of attributes and it won't give really any badges. And you're going to need your attributes to put into other places. So don't put anything into close shot. You really won't need it. If you get that close to the rim, you're just going to be dunking on anybody anyways. So don't worry about close shot. Just max out all of these other 4 categories. Then go down to shooting right here. For shooting, you want to max out mid-range. You want to max out 3-pointer. And then you want to move your free throw up right here to a 29. Now, obviously, this is not a very good free throw. So if you're going to be playing the rec with this build a ton, then you may want to upgrade your free throw some more. If you really want to be like the DeMar DeRozan build, you could lower your 3-pointer and put it into free throw. Even though I don't recommend that because even though DeMar DeRozan is not an amazing 3-point shooter, it really doesn't make any sense at all to lower your 3-point rating unless like no, there's no really reason to lower your 3-point rating below a 91. You really don't need to. If you really want to be like DeMar DeRozan, because obviously he's not an amazing 3-point shooter, then just think of upgrading your 3-point rating, like trying to get extra badges for your mid-range so that you can get maybe fade ace onto Hall of Fame if you want to be shooting fadeaways like DeMar, or whatever other shooting badges you may want for this build. So just try and think about it like that, because I know some people are going to be saying, how can you be a DeMar DeRozan build if you can shoot threes? Just don't worry about it. You're going to want to be able to shoot threes. Trust me, you're not going to regret upgrading this like this. But then you can go down to your playmaking right here. here. And you're going to want to bring your pass accuracy up to a 73. And then you want to max out both of your other playmaking categories right here. This will give you 13 playmaking badges, which is again more than enough. And as you can see, you can get every single good playmaking badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame. So you'll be good with the playmaking right there. DeMar DeRozan really is a super underrated playmaker, especially in the last few years that he's been with the Spurs and even his last year with the Raptors. He's been a really underrated playmaker. So this is a very good playmaking build. Obviously 13 badges isn't a ton of playmaking badges, but it is more than enough. Obviously you have pro dribble moves and you have good speed with ball, good pass accuracy. So this will be more than enough playmaking for this build. Don't worry about it. 13 badges, more than enough. Then you can go down to your defense right here. There is two ways to upgrade the defense. There's the way that I kind of recommend, and then there's the other way that I know people are going to want. So I'll show both ways. First, the way that I would recommend doing it is upgrading up your perimeter defense, your block, your defensive rebound, and then putting your interior defense right here up to a 43, and this will give you 17 defense badges, and you will have enough to max out all of your physicals as well as boost up your vertical a little bit, or actually all the way to max. So if you set up your defense badges like this, you can max out speed, acceleration, vertical, stamina, and you can even put a little bit into strength. So this is the way I recommend doing it. Obviously, the one thing that you're going to notice about this is the steal is not upgraded. If you do want to upgrade the steal, you basically have to get rid of block, interior defense, and mostly all of your rebound basically. So with all of these defense attributes down, rebound, block, and interior defense, you can max out your steal. And then if you go down to your physicals right here, you try to max all this out, you can get your speed, acceleration, and you can only get your stamina right here up to a 50, so you do run out quick. Plus then you only get 14 defense badges instead of the 17 that you would get usually. So if you did want to set it up like this, you'd have to lower your steal quite a bit to try to get some badges here, or to try to get some attributes into stamina. Then you can max out your steal again. You can get that up to an 80. You could lower maybe some of your shooting or playmaking to get more into steal, but honestly I don't recommend that. I just put the steal to a 25, and you'll still be able to get on-ball steals with a 25, but you won't be able to get passing lane steals really. And then you can keep all of these maxed out. You don't have to lower your shooting or playmaking to put that into steal, and instead you can max out the block, defensive rebound, which also puts up the offensive rebound a bit, and then put this up to a 43 right here, and you get 17 defense badges. And as you can see, this also gives you the ability to unlock Intimidator, which is really good because most guard builds don't even get the ability to get Intimidator. So this is really how I recommend setting it up. And obviously you can get some other badges like Rebound Chaser, Chase Down Artist, Rim Protector, whatever, badges that you wouldn't be able to get if you just invested into the steal instead of upgrading all these things. So this is how I recommend upgrading the defense badges, and then obviously you can put the rest right here into vertical, get that up to max, and then just put some into your strength because you won't be able to get any badges anywhere else. So you might as well just put them into strength right there, get that up to a 29. And that's going to be the final attribute setup for this build. You can see 17 finishing, 10 shooting, 13 playmaking, and 17 defense. Really similar to DeMar DeRozan. You can do everything: shoot, finish super well, playmake, and defense. So once you have all of your stuff looking like this, you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the takeover, you have the option between the slasher, shot creator, sharpshooter, and lockdown takeovers. For me personally, I think that the slasher takeovers will be the best for the DeMar DeRozan build. So I'm going to go ahead and take finishing moves as my primary and easy blow-bys as my secondary, but there's a ton of personal preference there. You can take whichever one fits your playstyle the best. Those are just the ones that fit my playstyle the best and that I think are the most similar to DeMar DeRozan. So I'm going to go ahead and say finish, yes. And as you can see, boom, two-way scoring machine. Shades of Vince Carter, Luka Doncic, and Jaylen Brown. But obviously this is a very similar build to DeMar DeRozan. And there you guys go. That's how you build the DeMar DeRozan build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I upload daily NBA 2K21 content, build guides, jump shots, tips and tricks, all that. And only about 2% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel. So if you click that button, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Alright, peace.